What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another episode of Positional Previews for the New York Giants. Today we're going to be going over the tight ends, all the tight ends on the New York Giants roster. So let's get right into it. First, before we start, go ahead and like the video if you guys enjoyed the video, and remember to subscribe. I'm at 850 subscribers roughly, almost there to the 1,000 subscriber mark and goal. I hope I get there soon. I want to be able to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of this positional preview series, so go ahead and subscribe, like the video. It helps me out a lot. It's greatly appreciated. And so let's get right into it. First off, we have tight end Evan Engram coming back from his rookie campaign. First round pick in 2017. Questionable pick because there was guys like David Njoku on the board still, and you had O.J. Howard go to the Bucks. A lot of people were saying that we should have got O.J. Howard, that we should have traded up for O.J. Howard, but it wound up working out. Evan Engram was definitely the best tight end of that class, and honestly could be I'm not going to put that because we didn't see him with Odell Beckham too much, so he was mostly the main target. I want to see Evan Engram with Odell, with other weapons out there. Let's see who can get open first. Let's see who gets open more often before we call him a top 10 tight end. But I definitely think he has the potential of being a top 10 tight end in this league right now in the NFL. I think we definitely found our tight end of the future. Athletic tight end. Sure, he can block, but I mean, how many tight ends nowadays really do block? I mean, it's usually the older guys like the Jason Wittens of the world and things like that. You know, Jimmy Graham does not block, and he's one of the top tight ends. He's regarded as one of the top tight ends in the league. So you guys can't say Evan Engram isn't a true tight end when you consider Jimmy Graham a true tight end. So moving on, Evan Engram, I think he's going to do fine. I want him to consistently get those 700, 800 yards. I want him to. But you know, like I said, with Sterling Shepard, with Odell, when they're healthy, I'm sure they're going to get a lot of those, a lot of attention, a lot of yards, a lot of receptions. So Evan Engram might not get as much love, and especially that we got Saquon Barkley in the backfield, we might not pass the ball as much as we used to, but definitely Evan Engram should be that guy. Now, he does have problems with drops. He could have had a lot more yards last year in his rookie campaign if he didn't drop the ball too much. That needs to get cleaned up. I haven't heard anything yet in training camp, in the OTAs. If he cleaned up his catching, there's not much you can take out from it. They're really just playing a game of catch really in OTAs. They run a few routes and they catch the ball, but that's not really in those scenarios of, win now scenarios where the nerves come into play. So Evan Engram needs to work on catching the ball a little bit better, but as far as everything else goes, his athletic ability, I know he's able to stay healthy. I think he could be a top tight end in this league. But the question is his depth. We don't have great tight end depth. We do have Rhett Ellison, but he's our blocking tight end. Sure, he can receive the ball, and he's not bad at it, but we're going to be using him as more of a fullback tight end hybrid. So if you want to consider him the second tight end or the backup tight end, I guess you can. But then other than that, we got Jerrell Adams, our 6th round pick, I believe in the 2016 draft. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it's a 2016 draft that we drafted Jerrell Adams, or 2015, something like that. And he's actually not a bad option at backup tight end. I don't mind him whatsoever. We've had worse, and he was regarded as like a 5th round, 4th round prospect, and we got him in the 6th round, so not bad. And he doesn't get as much reps as he deserves, because I think every time his name is called, I know he catches the ball pretty well. He's able to make defenders miss and things like that. So Jerrell Adams, I think, could make his mark here in 2018, backing up Evan Engram to be that second tight end. I want him to be that. Hopefully he can be that, but we'll see what happens. Kyle Carter, I don't know too much about him. I know he comes from Minnesota, but I don't think he's gonna. We'll see in the preseason. I haven't heard too much about him. And then Ryan O'Malley, he's been on the Giants for about 2 years now. I'm guessing he's been on the practice squad for those 2 years. He hasn't quite made his mark there, but you remember guys like Will Tye. You remember guys like Matt LaCosse. These are guys that have been on the practice squad before, waiting to get their chance at the tight end position, and eventually they did so, and they did decently at that. I wish Matt LaCosse was still on the roster because I liked him at tight end. But Ryan O'Malley, let's see what he can do. Both these guys wear 81, Kyle Carter and Ryan O'Malley. I guess there's just not enough numbers to go around, but as far as, you know, the whole tight end depth chart goes, not much to talk about. There's not much tight ends that we have. We have 5 tight ends on the roster right now, and 3 of them are pretty much locked to make the roster in Evan Engram, Rhett Ellison, and Jerrell Adams. We'll see what happens. Shane Smith, our fullback, is also considered a tight end, but I'm not considering him here because I think we're just going to primarily use him as a fullback. So if you want to take a look at my unofficial depth chart, my projected depth chart, I have who's on the roster, who's making the roster, who's not. In my opinion, my projected depth chart, I have Evan Engram, number 88, I have Rhett Ellison, number 85, and I have Darrell Adams, number 89. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys like our tight end core? I know it's not the best, but when have we really had a strong tight end core? It's got to be the strongest in a while because of Evan Engram carrying the load. But, you know, Jerrell Adams, I like Jerrell Adams, I like Rhett Ellison, but I wish we had better guys there to compete because they're pretty much locked to make the roster, and we don't have any competitiveness and no competition for these guys in OTAs, in training camp, so nothing's going to make them work any harder than they need to. So you guys let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. O-line will be tomorrow, or you may get a double upload today. We'll see. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.